Not everyone lives in a suburban tract home, or wants to. But a former chicken house?
There was a lot of clucking going on.
A tiny red caboose? Or even a British church from the 1700s?
It turns out that the windows are worth more than the building.
What about a Soviet fish farm with a flexible fireplace?
This fireplace works like this musical instrument, trombone.
Stick around for a tour of some amazing living spaces.
When we pulled the sheetrock off the wall, we realized that we had a door going to the next building.
And meet the people whose creativity and vision made it all possible. This adobe home in the desert used to be packed with music students, but it also had outlaws lurking in the basement.
We also have the secret staircase where they used to sneak the liquor in during Prohibition.
Our journey to discover daring home designs heads to the land of enchantment. Albuquerque, New Mexico is known for sweeping vistas and spicy chilies. This desert town treasures its historic adobe-style buildings. This classic example is where hundreds of kids once learned the joys of music. But now, for partners Andre and Keith, it's an oasis of tranquility as their home and day spa.
We were originally looking for a warehouse because we didn't expect to find anything this large in the middle of the city with such a great floor plan. Once we got inside, we immediately knew we were home.
Constructed in 1941, the Danfelser Music School was built by music teacher Bertus Danfelser and served as Albuquerque's premier music school before closing in the early 1970s and left vacant.
There were people living in the building while it was vacant, and they were not potty trained, so it wasn't overall a nice thing to look at, but it didn't smell bad. It didn't feel bad. It just felt like it needed some love.
The building hosts over 9,000 square feet, including a large recital room, a living room, kitchen, bedroom, and basement with a dark secret. More on that later. The recital room sits just off the main entryway and is a multi-purpose area, both used for their business and for entertaining.
So this is our retail area for Great Face and Body. It used to be the recital room for the Danfelser School of Music, so we now use it as where we have fabulous parties. Now over here, you've got the original stage that was put in 1941. We have the shag carpet that this entire place was covered in, just to show you how bad it really was.
When removing the low-slung ceiling in the room, Keith and Andre found newspapers shoved into the rafters from 1941, likely used as insulation. Up the stairs, above the recital hall, are several intact vintage-style bathrooms, spa treatment rooms, as well as the master bedroom, formerly rehearsal room number 6. An outdoor patio reveals the back side of the building, where the living quarters are housed. In the couple's private space, original beams designed by the Danfelsers were left in perfect condition and feature a Southwestern-style design. The dining room wall has the old chute where the coals were brought down to the furnace below, and the kitchen still displays the vintage tiles and Formica counters. A stairwell off the kitchen leads you to Keith and Andre's favorite room in the building, the former speakeasy. The music school was built on top of an old tire shop from the 20s, which doubled as a hidden drinking spot.
So behind us, we've got the original fireplace from the speakeasy. We also have the secret staircase where they used to sneak the liquor in during Prohibition. And behind the door is the emergency exit in case they got raided.
The rowdy outlaws and student symphonies are long gone, but Keith and Andre are dedicated to this building's encore in the future.
We always have been working towards a space that was large enough to do all the things that we wanted to do and start as a legacy to leave to our family, and it filled all the bills, so that was really important.